Hello world.
Hello world.
Hello world.
Hello world. If you don't know what hello world is, you're missing out. What the heck was that?
From fake giveaways to misleading content, some of the most loved YouTubers are scamming their own fans. Scams are happening all the time, and you might not even realize it. It's more common than you think. Let's say you click on a YouTube video, and the video starts like this.
Click the like button and comment down below for a chance to be entered in my free gift card giveaway.
Sorry to those hoping for gift cards. That's just a scam. Some YouTubers trick kids into liking and commenting on their videos with fake promises. Scams like this also happen in real life, but what's the biggest scam you've seen on YouTube? Stick around to find out. A lot of YouTubers have been called out for faking stunts and pranks to get more views, but this channel took it further and ended up committing fraud. This led to serious charges. It all started with a YouTube channel called BLU3 GHOS57, which posted hundreds of car accident videos captured on dashcams. Crash videos are super popular on YouTube, often getting millions of views. Usually, catching a car crash on camera is just by luck. It's rare to see one happen, and even rarer to have a dash cam ready to film. Most crash videos are one-offs that people upload randomly, but BLU3 GHOS57 was different. The channel had an oddly high number of original crash videos, almost as if the creator was seeing accidents happen every week. What made it even stranger was that the creators claimed they were the ones driving in many of these crashes. Eventually, it was revealed that 23 of the crashes were directly linked to the person running BLU3 GHOS57.
Jeremy believes the man driving the vehicle in front of him caused it on purpose.
Then he slowly braked.
So, Blue Ghost crash videos quickly grabbed the attention of the YouTube dashcam community. Some viewers made fun of the uploader's bad driving, while others thought something more suspicious was going on. After all, how could one person be in so many accidents? People began to suspect that the crashes weren't real accidents, but were actually staged for dramatic content and ad money.
And a Yucaipa couple has been arrested for allegedly running a scam intentionally crashing cars for insurance payouts.
Turns out they were right, but not for the reasons you'd expect. Christopher and Kimberly Phelps, a married couple from Yucaipa, California, were behind the Blue Ghost channel, and their videos were part of an insurance fraud scheme. They would purposely cause accidents, making it look like the other driver was at fault, and then file false insurance claims. They'd record everything, using the footage to back up their claims and post the videos on YouTube. This went on for years, but in February 2023, they pushed their luck too far. Christopher staged yet another crash by stopping in the middle of the road and getting rear-ended. He reported the accident and tried to claim insurance money, but the police got suspicious. After they looked into it, they found the Blue Ghost YouTube channel, full of crash videos. This led to an investigation that revealed the couple had filed 17 fake insurance claims since 2020, with 42 risky videos on their channel, 23 of which showed real collisions.
Allegedly, there was a child involved, their child involved in the car, as well as I'm sure there were victims as well, with children.
What's even more shocking is that their child was sometimes in the car during these staged crashes. Both Christopher and Kimberly were arrested and charged with multiple crimes. In May 2023, Christopher was sentenced to 3 years in prison, while Kimberly got 90 days in county jail along with probation and a child abuse prevention program. Thankfully, no one was seriously hurt in any of the crashes, but the couple's dangerous behavior could have easily ended in tragedy. Hopefully, their punishment will stop others from trying similar schemes.
Hey,
I'm looking.
Golden Goons. Hola, Golden Goons.
An influencer was accused of one of the worst things a social media star could do, scamming her own fans out of money. Kayla Massa, an Instagram personality and YouTuber, posted vlogs and lifestyle content about her daily life. Typical influencer stuff like selfies, storytime videos, and flexing. But what set her apart from others was her bizarre money-making schemes. Mixed in with her usual content were posts of Kayla holding large stacks of cash or withdrawing huge amounts from ATMs. She'd encourage her fans to message her if they wanted to make easy money, posting things like, "If you're from South Jersey, have a bank account, and want to make quick money, DM me." Fans who messaged her were eventually asked to hand over their bank account details, with Kayla promising them they'd make money, which was no problem. Most people would think, who would actually fall for this? But some fans, unfortunately, kept going along with it. Instead of learning how to make money, these fans ended up getting scammed. Kayla was reportedly part of a criminal group running an elaborate banking scam. According to authorities, some of the people involved worked at auto businesses in New Jersey, which gave them access to blank checks and money orders. Kayla used her platform to trick fans into handing over their bank information, then forged checks from these businesses, deposited them into the fans' accounts, and withdrew the stolen funds, leaving her fans responsible for the losses.
A 22-year-old South Jersey YouTuber is accused of orchestrating a $1.5 million fraud scheme, and authorities say she pulled it off by using social media to find her victims.
At the height of the scam, Kayla and her group reportedly stole up to $1.5 million from both businesses and her fans. Many fans who were scammed found themselves owing over $1,000, only to be blocked by Kayla on social media. Eventually, the scam was uncovered when businesses and defrauded fans reported her. The authorities found plenty of evidence, from messages exchanged with victims to banking records and postal transactions. Kayla's sudden increase in wealth, flaunted in her content, also raised eyebrows. She was arrested in February 2020, and her case is still ongoing. With $1.5 million allegedly stolen, Kayla faces serious fraud charges, and she's not the only one. There were many others involved in the operation.
Hellcat? Yeah. Hellcat.
This story is about a YouTuber known for showing off his wealth in music videos and vlogs. Many fans wondered where all that money came from. In 2016, Bill Omar Carousel started a YouTube channel called Omi in a Hellcat, named after his favorite car, the Dodge Hellcat. His channel featured vlogs about his supposedly lavish lifestyle, filled with talk about cars, jet skis, and expensive properties. While most influencers boast about their wealth from being online personalities, Omi's source of income was a mystery. After looking into his past, it became clear that his financial success wasn't exactly legit. Omi had a tough childhood. His mother passed away from an overdose, and his father was a drug dealer. This led to him bouncing between foster homes, and eventually, he followed in his father's footsteps and became a drug dealer himself. Omar spent much of his 20s involved in drug trafficking, which often landed him in jail. However, after having his first son, he wanted to leave that life behind. In 2014, he quit drug dealing and sought more stable, but still questionable, ways to make money.
What do I do for a living? Started off as an app developer.
Instead of fully abandoning crime, Omi turned to online hustling. He became skilled in web hosting and got involved with the underground Kodi community, where people jailbroke devices to stream content illegally.
And back when Kodi was popping, you know what I'm saying, I was one of the first ones doing Kodi sticks. And that's how I started making a lot of money. Buying these boxes from Amazon already preloaded and just reselling them for more money. I'll buy them for $50, sell them for $120, $150. Now I was selling thousands of fire sticks. I'm talking about a lot of fire sticks.
Omi eventually launched his own IPTV streaming service called Gears TV, which offered live feeds of cable channels for just $15 a month. This service allowed him to stream paid content without permission, and it took off, gaining over 100,000 subscribers and making around $34 million from 2016 to 2019. But with all that success came attention from the authorities. Omi's flashy lifestyle on YouTube drew scrutiny, and an investigation connected him to the Gears TV piracy operation. The FBI eventually raided his home, and Omar found himself facing serious charges, including tax evasion. After an investigation, it turned out he hadn't been reporting his income correctly, which only added to his legal troubles. At first, he insisted he hadn't done anything wrong, comparing his streaming to watching movies with friends. But as things progressed, he realized the impact of his actions, especially after watching a documentary about Pixar.
The things that they alleged that I did, the copyright infringement, which I don't think I ever did anything wrong. Obviously, I was running businesses wide open in the public.
Omar was formally arrested in September 2021 and pleaded guilty to his charges, leading to a trial that concluded in March 2023. He was sentenced to 5.5 years in federal prison and ordered to pay back $30 million in assets, including $14 million in restitution to service providers and $5.7 million for back taxes. He started serving his sentence on May 8, 2023.
15 years if he wanted to. He really could have. He really could have. He could have gave me 15 years and I guess no one would have questioned him on it. And to the fact that he gave me another chance with my kids, like I said, man, I'm always gonna have that man in the back of my mind.
Before entering custody, Omi arranged for a smaller home for his family as he had to sell off his expensive properties to pay back taxes. His channel, Omi in a Hellcat, still exists today with over 800,000 subscribers. Many fans are likely to stick around to see what he does after prison, hoping he focuses on building his YouTube empire and stays away from illegal activities.
I am so excited about this project. It's so fun.
For those who might not know, Logan Paul is a major YouTube personality and social media influencer with millions of followers. Recently, he's faced backlash for his involvement in the CryptoZoo scam. Reports indicate that Paul promoted an NFT project on his social media, branding it as his biggest venture yet and claiming it was a legitimate and profitable opportunity. 6 months ago, an investigation uncovered CryptoZoo, a scam orchestrated by Logan Paul and some questionable associates, including a person named Jeff. This scam resulted in millions being stolen from fans. Despite threats of a lawsuit for exposing the scam, Logan surprisingly thanked the investigator and announced a $1.8 million refund for the victim.
Just around $50,000 in CryptoZoo.
I lost $40,000.
I lost around $15,000 US.
I lost $25,000.
$120,000.
$500,000 Australian, which is $500,000 in CryptoZoo.
However, Logan Paul hasn't paid back his victims. He hasn't mentioned it since his initial announcement, and it looks like there's no plan in place to refund anyone. This has been confirmed through attempts to reach out for updates. Messages were sent asking when people could expect their refunds, but there were no responses. After multiple follow-ups, it's clear that victims are left without communication or answers. Meanwhile, Logan continues to receive public credit for promising to do something he hasn't followed through on. It's quite ironic considering he used to encourage direct communication instead of making things public.
Maybe we could have talked about this if you had reached out to me, personally. Not my manager, Jeff, who is not me, Steven.
There was an attempt to reach out, but no response was received. The reply came after many attempts, and it was from Logan's criminal defense lawyer, Jeffrey Neiman. He emailed, stating he was responding on behalf of Logan Paul. While getting a response might seem like a positive step, a closer look at the reply showed it was actually concerning. 2 important details were missing: a timeline for refunds and a clear plan for how they would be issued. Back in January, Logan Paul was working on a plan. Now, 6 months later, it's hard to believe that nothing has been sorted out yet. It seems like they've been meeting daily to figure out refunds but haven't made any progress. The plan was clear from January 16th. Logan committed more than $1.8 million for those who didn't want to wait for CryptoZoo to be completed. He proposed letting players burn their base, eggs, and animals for their mint price. The solution was simple: hire a blockchain developer to implement it and refund the victims. Yet there's been no sign of this plan being executed. It's not for a lack of funds, either. Logan has been busy promoting Prime and showcasing the success of his drink company.
In January of this year, we did $45 million.
Oh, only in January?
Yeah.
Wow, $45 million is a huge amount for a single month. And January was also when Logan promised those CryptoZoo refunds. So it's unclear why the refunds haven't been issued. Yet, he had both the plan and the money. What's even more frustrating is that there's been no explanation for the delay, either privately or publicly. Victims have been waiting for months with no updates on their promised refunds. It's likely Logan will eventually address this issue. He might claim that a lawsuit is preventing him from speaking, but that excuse has been used before and didn't make much sense then either.
Crumbled internally, and the advice was, while actual legal process was going on because of criminal investigation taking place, that Coffeeville highlighted in his series, I had to stay silent. And for a year, I'm hounding Jeff. How do we make this right?
Logan wanted to get CryptoZoo right from the start, but said he had to stay quiet until a YouTuber brought it up. It's confusing because there's no legal reason he can't explain himself or give people their money back. Even if he's worried about looking guilty, he already admitted he was responsible by promising to refund $1.8 million. Following through on that promise wouldn't make things worse. It's just what he said he'd do. The real issue seems to be that Logan either doesn't want to pay, can't be bothered, or is stalling. None of these reasons are okay. He promised to refund $1.8 million, and people are fed up with waiting. So what are your thoughts on this? How do you feel about popular YouTubers scamming their own fans? Drop your comments below, and if you want more updates, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join the community.